You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily. Now, you notice that in recent times, a lot of things are happening. Now, when you are not tech savvy, trust me, you are really living in pre-colonial era, because a lot of things are happening. June is our Citi Business Festival month, and we are talking everything business. Now, you also notice that now we've moved on from the usual brick and mortar way of doing business. Now, everybody is talking e-commerce. How are you taking advantage of this? How can you sell your products to the world, your service to the world in your bedroom? This is the conversation that we are having this morning. Nase Bwedi is a digital marketing consultant, and he is going to be telling us how. Hi, Nase.
Hi, Freeman.
How are you?
I'm very good. You?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
So,
Make it Ghana.
Proudly.
Yes. Make it Ghana.
Now, Nase, you realize that now, I always say that one thing that COVID taught us is the fact that everything is possible. You don't need to step out to do so much. And even after COVID, we have become very accustomed, to this way of living. Now, I'm the #1 person because I find it extremely difficult driving long hours and trying to go. I usually get frustration with looking for things. I don't like it, even in my own home, So having to step out there in the sun, moving from one shop to the other in the name of looking for whatever, I don't think it's something that I can be doing.
Not
so
at all.
In our world today, how do we, move from local market to the world?
To the world. Yes. I like it. I like the link you made. There are a lot of habits that we, acquired and we started during COVID.
Yeah.
And those are going to continue. Okay. We're saying that this month, Make It Ghana, we're trying to help our entrepreneurs out, the retailers, how to get their products and get their stores online. The good news is that our musicians have done it and they've taught us.
Seriously.
Today, when they release their song, it's on Audio Mark, Boom Play, everywhere. Sarkodie and Camille and the rest are being booked for big concerts abroad, not because they've gone there to go and sell their CDs in a car like we used to do here.
Black Sheriff.
Black Sheriff and the rest. They are being discovered online because they are putting their music online. And that's what we want to help our manufacturers, our retailers to do, put your products online. So that's what we're talking about today.
Right.
The first point I want to make is that the key to accessing a big market out there, accessing the world, is digital technology. Digital is what takes you there. The same way that they put their music, Audio Mark, Boom Play, and the rest, they are all tech platforms. So they just put their music there and all of a sudden it's accessible. So that's the key.
Yeah.
And the first thing you want to do is have an online store.
Okay.
So for an online store, there are a lot of options that you can have. There's, Shopify. We can't really demonstrate it because it's Shopify, but Shopify helps you to build it from scratch. So you build your own website, drag and drop, do it. You can do it how you want. Or you can even build your own website from scratch. One of the websites that I love is for one of our friends here. Kaime. Kaime, skincare brand. They've got their own shop, so it's their own website. They built. It's not difficult to build it. Or you can have your shop on Shopify. Or even if you look, there's another one that's a shea butter. Seller on Amazon. Amazon are what you call like shop in shop. So you can go on Amazon. You can have that. So there are various options you can have. Build an online store. What is important is that when you build an online store, make sure that your products are listed properly. So describe them properly, the pricing, good images. Like I always say, invest in product photography. Don't take, cheap pictures and go put it out there because the pictures have to speak, the captions have to speak, and all those things. Properly listed, pricing and everything. Okay, and then also use compelling captions. So the way you even describe them, people will find them. And then enable reviews and ratings. The way a lot of these websites work is that when people go there and they watch, they buy the products, they go back to go and review the products. If you enable that, then it means when people are browsing, the products that have been well reviewed, they are shown to people. So that's the first thing. Build a product, an online store. Whether one of those that are there already, like Shopify, or build one from scratch yourself. So that's the first step.
Okay.
Right. So you're giving us the steps.
Yes.
What's number 2?
Number 2 is, of course, you're going to expect people to buy online. In Ghana, we still do a bit of pay at the door. So pay on delivery. But if you're going to access the world, you can't expect people to pay on delivery. So you need a good payment system. The good news today is that at least have a prepaid debit card or whatever Visa card, so people can pay into it. Or there are several Slide Pay. All these people, they allow people to pay, or even Momo. Some platforms even allow Momo today, so they can pay from wherever, or anywhere somebody's shopping from, as long as they have a payment platform, and that's linked to an account with a bank here. Then it means you can receive your money and be able to get paid. What I would say is that when people buy online, give them very different options to pay. But what you don't want is that people put things in your basket. When they're about to pay, the means they want to use to pay is not available. Then they will drop off. So make sure them. And these days, when you build your website, there are several integrated, apps and tools that you can use for people to be able to pay online. So that's the second one. Very, very key.
All right. So let's look at doing e-commerce in Ghana.
Yes.
Okay, so your business in Ghana, but the Ghanaian has issues with trust, with security. You know, how do you ensure that all these are taken care of? So, for instance, if I want to buy, let's say, a handbag, you know, online, and then the issue is, because of the issue of scammers, the issue of fraudsters is also there. How can I trust, you know, your platform, especially when, let's say, you're a very small business, you know? So, how can a business owner deal with security issues? Okay,
there are a number of things, and that's true. Number one, make sure that the website is secure, and normally you'll find a padlock somewhere there, or you will say HTTPS. The S is for secure, so look for that. And register your own domain. It means that you're doing credible business. Do things like that. Plus, also, when I talk about reviews and things like that, tell the success stories that you have. So maybe if Rema went to buy yesterday, she was very happy, and then you ask her politely to give a review. So that tomorrow when I go to the website, I will see that, oh, this is a website that's credible. People like me, everyday people are shopping there in a secure environment. So it takes a while, but you need to take these steps to help with you. Plus, also, host the website on a secure platform.
Right.
Whoever is developing for you, do that, because when you have websites like this, all these hackers, they target them.
Very interested
to get people's, credit card details to you. So it's important that you do. These are things you will go through when you go out and you want to build your website. But you can see on the screen. So this is a typical shop somebody has online. Okay, that's a Kaime shop, I think. So they've got various things. They see well displayed, laid out, very clean and tidy. You will love it. You click on it and it will open it for you. You can browse the product, see product details, the pricing is there. I know it's coded there in cities, but if you're buying from abroad, it will convert it for you to pay. So that's and then when you go into the basket and you are paying, there are various options for you to pay. So I love this one.
Right. So if you are a business, in Ghana and you want to get to the world, help us with some of the payment apps that you can use easily. Some of them are very complicated, and the kind of information you need to provide and all that is really a turn-off. But does that have a role to play? Let's say that the more complicated the app is, or the payment process is, the more safer it is, the more secure it is. Is there any link?
Not always. Not always. But you need to provide some data so that they can verify, because the bank that's giving you the card, the debit card, whatever, they want to make sure that it's being paid by the right person.
Because something, I like to order things. I like to buy online, from wherever it's coming from. And I woke up one day and I noticed that some payments have been conducted on my card. And these are not things that I did. Because naturally, I'm not a flowers kind of person, I'm a car kind of person. I'm a phone kind of person. I'm a cars kind of person, Somebody has used my card details to buy flowers. I reported to my bank, they are investigating up to now. We haven't really gotten to the bottom of that, so I've even forgotten about it. But I don't even know where the issue came from, because I buy from different sources. So what was that?
So there are two things. The bank may not have, the bank may not have done enough checks. Plus, the platform also that you were using, where you were buying from, wasn't a secure platform. So other people could access your card details from that website. That's why we said earlier that make sure that you are buying from a trusted platform, a known source. That's why we always stick with the Amazons or Kami, for example, which is known. We know it's.
But sometimes what you're looking for is not on Amazon. It's not on any of those, but it's on a certain asset where these Or I should forget about it and go to town.
No, one of the other, I think that should be one of the other things you do is when you go onto that website, before you even order, look around. What are the range of products that are there? Have they, because anybody that's doing genuine business will invest, for example, in the product photography. You will see reviews, so it won't be there no review and the product is listed. It's a product that they're trying to sell to you. Browse the product images. Sometimes you find that even the images are fake.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So zoom in on the image. Let's say this. You like bags.
Yeah.
Zoom on the bag. You know how the bag should look.
Yes.
You can see it's not a fake one. Look out for all those things. Yeah. But there are a lot of checks you need to do. I mean, unfortunately, the scammers will always try to be one step ahead of us.
That's the
but
issue.
we'll beat them. Yeah.
So for instance, if you are a business owner,
Yes.
okay, take us through maybe right from registration to ensuring that your products are beyond the borders of Ghana.
So I mean, number one,
Yeah.
you have products that are in demand outside. Kaime, within the price demand. Shea butter in demand outside. I used to go to Kenya a lot. For example, plantain chips.
Yeah.
I used to travel with them from here to Kenya for my friends. So you know if you're selling things like that, even the local market, you go after. So things like that you can sell.
Kenya, they love the
Plantain.
West African fabric as well.
Yeah. So I mean, even in Nigeria, they call it like ashwebi or whatever, or all those things.
Yeah.
So these are things you can. But make sure that yesterday, this I think it was Ruka who said on the show that find a niche.
Yes.
So that's important.
Don't be jack of all trades.
Yeah. There's a young man I'm trying to coach to help. He sells sashes. The one they use for graduation.
Yeah.
We're trying to move it on from just graduation to something that represents African culture, represents achievement and things like that. So we're trying to develop it, then we can sell it out there. Because we've seen even senators and some
wear it.
Wear it for different things, to identify with they are African. So find that. Once you've done all that and there's a need for that in the market, then build your store, like we said, the first step. The second step, like we said, is have a payment platform. So people can pay. If we can go on. The third one is that you need to conduct marketing and promotion. So this is where you use social media and tradition to drive traffic to your platform. Okay. So your Instagram, your Facebook, and the rest, use it to drive traffic. So where you do a little like post on the product, there's a link. They click on it and it goes to the store. So they can buy from the store. Because still for some parts of Africa, you can't sell and take payments on Instagram and Facebook and the rest of those markets have. And your store keeps them in like one ecosystem, the space where they can find. So do that. But you need to build promotion around it. The fact that you've got the store doesn't mean that people will discover your products. So it's important that you do the marketing right. The fourth one I would say is customer engagement. It's important. Emails, for example. So once you buy from someone, they get your email, for example, you find that maybe every week they'll send you an email of new products that are there. It's part of the marketing. And also because of that, they are able to, identify the things that you bought before, the things you need, and be able to even do targeted email shots to you. The next one is, if possible, integrate a chatbot.
Okay.
So we've talked about AI over and over. So when somebody is shopping, they have a challenge. All of a sudden, the chatbot will pop up, ask a question, and they will get attention. It makes the shopping experience very easy and friendly. Do those things because you can't afford a call center because there are people have food in it as a small business. You can't. But with a chatbot that's integrated, and these days they are not too expensive to do. Okay. If I can go on.
Please.
The last one is data. Data. The beautiful thing about these platforms is that every time you go there to shop, because you create a basket, you create a login and all of that, there's a history on your browsing and your shopping. So for example, you bought a blue dress.
Yes.
Even before you finish shopping, they could show you a shoe that will match the blue dress.
Okay.
It's data speaking. Next time you go back, they know you've already got this blue dress. Okay, they can show you something else. Okay, you like ties. They can show you something that will match. It's the white shirt that you bought the last time. So use that data, use the analytics to do a lot of remarketing, retargeting. It's beautiful. So that because if you are not careful, people will buy and go. They won't come back to it. But if you're using the data, you can target them. That's why the same. If I can go back to music, we just tried and tested. When you're listening to Abiana, Abiana song, for example, then they'll recommend, let's say, Sena Soul to you. With the same category, type of music, all those things. It's data that's talking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Now, in this regard, as a business owner, how can you maintain your customers through reward systems and loyalty. How do you do that online?
Yeah. So, for example, when I talk about email, so you find that sometimes when they send the email to you, there'll be a product code there. So they use this code to get 5% discount. Use this to get that.
Okay.
Plus, what they are sending you is relevant. They're not going to send you, let's say, framer. The things you bought from there are dresses, shoes. They're not going to send you hair pieces, for example, because that's not from your history, your shopping history. If you send people irrelevant stuff, they will stop being loyal. They won't come back to the shop. They will stop. They will cancel the email. They will unsubscribe from the email. So keep it relevant. Keep it customized.
So all in all, in wrapping up and in concluding, how important, is it for even existing businesses who are just operating from their brick and mortar, to take advantage of online
It's super important.
business?
Your tabletop, your kiosk, your container is not enough. Things are hard.
Yeah.
You need to open your market. The way to reach and access the bigger market is technology. And you said it earlier. Sometimes you can operate it from even under your bed, the products under your bed, or from your
car boot.
your car boot.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got friends who sell makeup kit from their car boot.
Yeah.
People order online and they deliver them. We've got these friends. So it's a way of just all of a sudden you wake up one morning and your market is this wide.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Because these systems, when you build them, they process, take the order, do all those things. It's not now that some shopping assistant is going to be too known and show up.
It was raining, so I'm not at work.
We didn't open early.
Exactly, yeah.
Even while you are asleep, the orders can be coming in. You wake up in the morning, the emails are there, you attend to them.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Super.
How do people get in touch with you, Nasay?
At Nasay on Twitter.
At Nasay on Twitter. It's
Yes,
quite
please.
easy.